Namaskar. I am Prakash Astrologer presenting you yearly forecast for Aries for the year 2020. The whole year, the yearly forecast. If your moon sign is Aries, this whole prediction will apply to you according to your moon sign. This particular prediction have no relevance whatsoever with any sun sign prediction. So you can find out about your moon sign from your birth chart, then please follow this prediction according to your moon sign. Aries yearly forecast for 2020 for the whole year. But transit of Jupiter, I'm going to go to the next chapter. Transit of Jupiter from your moon sign Aries again, starting from 29th of March 2020 till 30th of June 2020 in 10th house. Jupiter's leave the 9th house and shift to the 10th house. For Aries, may I say that from 29th of March 2020 till 30th of June 2020, Aries will transiting in the 10th house, the house of profession. During this time period, Jupiter moved through your 10th house from your moon sign Aries. This brings you some disturbance in your rhythm of life. You may develop negative thinking and feeling of wretchedness during this particular time. Some unfulfilled desire may make you irritable. Avoid wondering about. You're most likely to be disappointed during this particular time. This is a time when you must need to be consciously avoid any arguments with your seniors at work, with your elders at home. Be careful regarding your profession, regarding your personal life. If you're not careful, then there is a chance you might lose your position or honor, or you could even be transferred to a distant place. If you're not very careful regarding job or profession, or some people want to make a change in their personal life, take care of your finances and keep them at the much safer place during this particular period. Your health, that of children, would require your attention. Take care of your eyesight and throat. This is a time period you may need to maintain an absolutely healthy lifestyle to ward a feeling of tiredness. Be careful enough not to endanger your family life with your negligence during this particular period. Be careful. Jupiter in 10th house during this particular period, your attention will turn toward your profession, career, social status and reputation. It's a time period when you must strive very hard to move ahead in any or all of these areas, or any reasonable effort should result in considerable progression for most people this time period getting ahead. But you should observe several cautions. Be careful. First of all, it's very important to avoid being overbearing, domineering, arrogant. No, refrain from these. Some people have trouble with superior at this time because this transit can indicate an inflated ego in them. Ego can be a biggest issue. It can create a trauma in the people's life. Refrain from ego. Ego won't give you anything. This is thinking too much more than you are without anything to back it up. If you start thinking that you are truly significant or special, sit down and review your real accomplishments to see if they are justify your feeling. Not you already assume. Do not live in an assumed world. Try to be more practical. But even if they do, be careful not to behave in the way that will cause others to resent you. But make sure you should not inflate your ego, that people should start resenting you toward you and even work against you when this transit is over. But people never forget how you behave with them. However, this is not the general problem, but most people, when the Jupiter is transiting in the 10th house, have been taught to underrate their achievements. But in this case, this transit is likely to signify recognition for yourself, what you have accomplished. You can expect a promotion at work, recognition, or the esteem of your contemporary during this time period will be there. As longer you don't fall into trap described above. Refrain from ego. You'll also feel more confident about this about yourself. This may be the sum of the few times in your life when you are really in yourself. You should only take those responsibilities which you can deliver. Do not overboard with the responsibility. Don't take like a huge burden of responsibility on your shoulder which you can't even deliver. You may also experience other effects of this transit. For example, you may have to travel in connection with your work, or you have to increase dealing with foreign people. It's also possible you may change to the field of work that you pertain to the nature of Jupiter. These fields include medicine, healing, law, higher education, teaching, traveling, or religious exercise or religious speech, preaching. In this case, you should not expect the same recognition that you would if you stayed in your established line of work, because that can, this particular, if you're out of your profession, if you develop a time towards other things, that can be like a hobby, not a profession. Whenever you face any of these following problems or complications, given the Jupiter's transit in 10th house, like a too much struggle, lack of success and prosperity, family relationship conflict or financial losses. If 5th house is occupied by any other planet, if the 4th house is occupied by moon, or 1st or 4th or 10th house is occupied by Saturn, or 2nd house is empty, or 3rd or 5th house is occupied by Sun, or 5th house is occupied by Saturn, then task to do. Flow 4 kilogram good in the fast flowing river, minimum 4 Sundays or 10 Sundays. Donate 10 kilogram basmati rice to temple in the langar again and again. Donate money and food to the blind school again and again.